Good day, students. Thanks for joining me for a quick review of the course syllabus. If you haven't already done so, please download the syllabus from the Canvas website and read it before we begin. I just want to hit a few high points with you, much like I would do in class. So my name's Lynette, and that's what I would like you to call me. Not Professor, though you can, or Mrs. Yearberry. Lynette will work. Here's my work phone number and my home phone number. You're welcome to call me at either place. Please no calls at home after 9. If you look for me, I'm housed in the business building in 330 M, and I'm always there on Monday and Wednesday from 9 to 9:50 for consultation, and Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday by an appointment. This varies by semester, so be sure and check with the syllabus that will be listed on your website. You'll be looking at one that has dates. There's also a good way to get a hold of me, and that's email. Since I teach online, I check it quite regularly, and that's a great way to get a hold of me. The next thing I want to talk about is the course ID. The course ID will be used during the registration process on my accounting lab, and your course ID will be on your particular syllabus. It varies by semester. I want you to note, this is important. You can register and begin using a 14-day free trial period of My Accounting Lab, even though you have not yet purchased the book or the access code, and a textbook's included in it, an ebook. So there's no reason to wait for funding. Get started right away. Our textbook is Horngren's Accounting, 11th edition, the financial chapters. Good news, the same book will be used for Accounting 1120. And so you get one book and it covers 2 courses. Nice. Let me page down. I think the cheapest way to get it is to buy the bundle from the bookstore. You can get the book and the accounting access code for around $138. That makes a book about $35 if you purchase it in the bundle. The access code's right around $100. I want to tell you, most students want a paper copy of the textbook for testing purposes, so if I were you, I'd get one right off. I'm not going to talk about the course description. You can read that on your own, but I do have something to say about course procedures. This course uses a lot of technology. You can already tell that. And most of it will be done online. But there are two things that are not done online. There's a comprehensive problem that you must do by hand and a final exam that you complete by hand. My course utilizes a read, watch, and do approach that you'll see when you look at the review of the course schedule. You'll be assigned to read a few specific pages and then watch some media that I created for you, and then you'll do related homework for that. The read, watch, and do report. You'll see that come to life more when we look at the course schedule. Also know we have an accounting lab in the business building and Redwood campus in 118. The hours are here so you can see them. The accounting lab is a great place to go and get help. You can arrange for tutoring and you can get help from the lab aides immediately. It's open on Monday through Thursday from 8 a.m. till 9 p.m. and Friday until 1, so it closes early on Friday. You can also arrange for one-on-one tutoring there. It varies by semester, so check with the lab aide. You're going to be looking next at a video concerning the course schedule. I love the course schedule. I don't like making it. It's hard. It organizes all of your reading, your media, and your homework into small bite-sized pieces of related material. Following it will save you time and effort, and then you'll have a lot of hints on it too. This is the read, watch, and do. Read these pages, watch this media, do this work. You're encouraged to reference the course schedule really almost daily. It is a wonderful planning and pacing tool. Let's scroll down. Talking a little bit about homework. Homework assignments are an integral part of learning accounting. There's nothing natural about accounting, so you learn accounting by doing accounting. Some people say you learn it at the end of a pencil. Homework problems are assigned for each chapter. I have it broken down into daily bites, and you complete them on My Accounting Lab. You get 3 attempts, and they're due by the date shown at 11:59 p.m. You can submit it late, but then you incur a 10% late per day penalty, and there's no exceptions to that. You can work ahead, however. Media assignments are also assigned daily, really, for each little segment that you'll be reading. They must be completed on My Accounting Lab to receive credit, but I also have the links available on the course schedule if you want to review them after you've watched them for credit. Media assignments are due before class for on-site students, and they're due at 11:59 p.m. with the homework that they relate to for online students. All of these dates are on My Accounting Lab. You may submit media assignments late, but they're subject to a 10% per day penalty. A little bit of a note about the media. I made it myself. I believe online students need some explanations and demonstrations and little lectures, if you will. Man, there is no plot to these videos, and the storyline is dry. I try to be somewhat amusing at the request of past students, but I am not a comedian. I'm an accountant. I'm proud of it. Sometimes my phone rings and my wonderful dogs bark. Please just ignore it. I can't edit it. So realize I make the media for you for free. I didn't get paid a dime. They aren't professional productions. There's no talking heads, thank goodness. It's just me chatting directly to you in a very one-on-one experience for learning accounting. I'm sorry if you don't think they're professional, but I certainly hope you think they're worthwhile. I'm going to scroll down a little so we can see more about tests. We have chapter tests in this course, and the chapter tests are taken online, and they must be submitted by 11:59 p.m. on the due date. Tests are always due on Sunday. Tests can be taken early, but late testing is not allowed except in extreme circumstances. This is my way of keeping you on task and on target time-wise. You take a final exam. If you receive a score of less than 50% on the final exam, you will fail the course, regardless of your achieved overall grade. This is a department policy, so study in such a way as to learn the material and there will be no problems. Final exam is completed by hand on paper, so please do some of your homework on paper by hand for each chapter. There are suggestions on what I think you should do on the course schedule. On-site students will take the exam in class. Online students will take the final exam in the online testing center or through a pre-arranged proctor. You can work ahead and finish this course early. So if you're done and you're in good standing, you can take the final as soon as you complete the other course material. And I would say, go team. You are expected to work independently and on tests and on the final exam. Sometimes you work together on homework. That's fine. Any cheating will be dealt with through the academic dishonesty policy, as outlined in the Student Code of Conduct, but I know we won't have those problems, so we'll be all right. That one won't show up. Let's talk about course grading now, and let me slide that up a little. Here are the categories for grading: homework, tests, and final. Homework points are worth 1/3 as much weight as a test point. So make sure that you do a good job on your tests, but do get your homework turned in. So your grade's going to be determined by your achieved percentages based on the following scale. You can look on My Accounting Lab in the Results tab and see what your percentage to date for work completed is, and then trace it to this table. And if it's between 93 and 100, you will get an A in the course. Now remember, students receiving a score of less than 50% on the final exam will fail the course, regardless of what their achieved score would have been. So final exam's big. Scrolling down, this course does have learning outcomes. I'll let you read those on your own. We also have an e-portfolio assignment. All accounting classes are required to have an e-portfolio assignment. Your instructor will let you know what relates to this and what needs to be uploaded to your e-portfolio. Next topic is going to be ADA accommodations. If you desire or need an ADA accommodation or service, please work through the Disability Resource Center. Here's their phone number. Don't wait till the semester starts to get this in place. If you need it, then get it done before the semester begins. Let's go down a little bit, and I'll move it up a little more. Communications between us. Our class communications will take place on the email account you registered with My Accounting Lab. Use an email address that you check most frequently because we'll have communication 2 or 3 times a week. Please use complete sentences and correct grammar in your emails to me. This gives you an opportunity to practice some good professional business standards in your communications. Local employers have advised us that they're not happy with the current pool of employees' use of business language, so we've been asked to share this information with you and provide this opportunity. Let's quickly look at our course outline now. I'll drop down a little bit, and I think that'll be a little far. We'll cover these chapters and these topics. We don't cover Chapter 10. That's done in Accounting 1120. And Chapters 7 and 8 are taught at the end of the semester, as they're slightly easier, and we like to have the tough topics out of the way by the end of the semester. So, a quick note about responsibility. Please listen to this, if nothing else. Successfully passing this course requires you take responsibility for completing the course material in a timely fashion and that you understand the content. Getting behind is the #1 reason for not being successful, so avoid getting behind by pacing yourself using our wonderful course schedule by adhering to the deadlines. The course schedule moves at the pace of a regular on-site class that meets twice a week. Following the schedule will ensure that you don't get behind and that you won't miss any assignments. Additionally, it lets you know about where the on-site classes are at, so if you desire to drop in and attend one, you'll be at the same place. Now a couple of important notes. Note 1. Accounting is best learned by covering material at an even pace over an even period of time. Cramming does not work. It's like eating an elephant. If you have to do it in small bites. Note number 2. The first 4 chapters of Accounting 1110 contain material that must be understood for you to be successful in all the other remaining chapters and in all future accounting classes. So, you must learn the material in the first 4 chapters. Invest the time that's needed, and everything else will take care of itself. This is not a class you can get a late start at it and do all right with. Finally, note 3. Homework and media may be submitted late with a penalty, but this does not apply to tests. Late tests will only be allowed in extreme circumstances. Each chapter test is worth about 10% of your grade, so note the due dates on the course schedule. As we'll talk about when we look at that, all due dates for tests are on Sunday, so easy to remember. Finally, good luck to you. I hope you have a wonderful, successful semester. I am happy you decided to enroll in my accounting course. Please keep in touch, check your email regularly, and let me know how things are going. Can't wait to get started. Bye for now.